Spotify's $250,000 podcast episodes. From Radio Days Asia in Kuala Lumpur, the latest from podnews.net with AdvertiseCast. The financials behind Spotify's podcast strategy is the subject of a deep dive in the Wall Street Journal. We learn some shows cost up to $250,000 per episode during Dawn Ostroff's time at the company. We also learn that Science Versus has seen its audience doubling and listening hours increasing by 60% since no longer being exclusive, and that Trevor Noah is earning $4 million in a deal that's more equitable for the company. Tenderfoot TV is suing Audacy's Cadence 13 for breach of contract. Audacy is accused of failing to pay money owed, including more than $500,000 in August as part of a 2-year contract. Podcast Addict has added enhanced search on its website. You can now leave comments on podcasts within the YouTube Music app. And Podmatch 2.0 has been launched by Alex Sanfilippo. The service matches podcast guests and hosts for interviews like your favorite dating app, it promises. The entire codebase has been rebuilt. In People News, Oscar Saranda left Acast at the end of last week. He was latterly Chief Operating Officer and had worked for the company since 2017. And in podcast news, The Moon Underwater, which invites a special guest to create their perfect pub, has a new host. Robbie Knox is taking over as landlord for the Audio Always podcast. The Good Stuff podcast is to release a special 9/11 episode with a retired firefighter today. The show is geared towards individuals looking for inspiration and perspective and is produced by iHeart and Lee Pictures. And a brand new show launches today that focuses on people who visited every country in the world. Pick My Adventure Show starts with 2 interviews, including Stefan Krasowski, a traveller who visited every country before the age of 40 using credit card points. This podcast is sponsored by AdvertiseCast. AdvertiseCast connects thousands of podcasts with thousands of advertisers and has been matching podcasts with brands since 2016. Find your fit. Join AdvertiseCast, the premier podcasting network, at advertisecast.com. And that's the latest from our newsletter. To read all the stories and subscribe, we're at podnews.net.